In this video, we will look at pushing the contents to a GitHub account because the graphical interface of the GitHub don't allow you to push multiple folders or even a single folder to GitHub. So you have to use the GitHub command. So we will look at that, and we will also look at sometimes it shows us a permission error. So we'll see how we can fix that permission error. So let's start. So look here, this is my project, and that's its location, right? So this is the project, and inside the project you can see there's no Git folder. So what will happen as soon as I will type in this command git init, so it will basically create a folder called .git like this one here. And here, all your contents that you want to push, first they will be moved to this folder, and then from here they will be moved to your GitHub account. So after creating that folder, what we're going to do is basically we're going to write a command which is git and then remote add and then the location of our Git repository. We can copy that location from a project. Look, that's I've already created a repository. You will do that as well by clicking on new repository, giving it a name, and then you will copy the link of that basically, right? And here is the link. Okay, so here we have two types of links. One is SSH and one is the HTTP. So we will use SSH actually, right? So let's copy this. We have copied it now, and now what we're going to do is that we're going to paste that here. Right. Okay. So as soon as we do that, so it will create, sorry, we forgot one thing. We said git remote add, and then after that, we have to write the name of the folder that will be created inside this folder .git, where the contents would be stored locally on your computer. And then from here, it will be moved to your GitHub account. So let's start. Let's hit enter after writing the name of the folder. And look here, so now it has created that folder. It might not be shown here, but sometimes it is hidden as well. So but it is actually created here. And then from here, now what we're going to do, we're going to move it to our GitHub account. So we will write again git, which is a command, and then add, and then star star, which means everything. And now look here, it has basically added everything to that folder. And now we have another command which is git commit, and we will say git commit and then -m, and then in speech mark we will write basically a message, text message, which will tell okay what because this git is basically version control system. So this what was the task that you committed in this commit. So we will say, let's say sextant IPv4, that's what I was doing actually. So you can write anything, whatever you like, or even you can say um, initial commit. Okay, that's your message. And now after that, you have another command, which is git and then push. Okay, and then you write -u, and then you will write the name of the folder, sextant, and then you will write master, and that will now move your contents. This command will move your content from that local folder that was created inside the .git folder to your GitHub account actually. So let's hit enter, and look here. So you are actually getting an error now, right? So we are getting an error permission to this is this, denied to this is this, right? Okay, so how can you remove that error actually? If you have a permission error, it can be any different error. I was using two different errors, two different accounts on my computer. So that's why this thing is slightly confusing you. Otherwise, it will say there's just this thing, permission denied. You can't add anything to your account. So how can you fix that actually? So we look at that as well. So to do this, what we have to do, we have to create basically SSH key and then add it to a GitHub account. How do we create that? So look, you have to install Git Bash. So if you don't know how to install Git Bash, I will create another video and give the link in the description. and you can use that to see how to install Git bash. So you will run this Git bash. It's already running here. So then after running the Git bash, what you look at. So I will try to create everything from scratch. So what this Git in this Git bash we will do. So we will basically run this command keygen, right? So you will say key SSH and then hyphen keygen. So as soon as you hit that, it will ask your permission basically. Do you want to add a file to this location? Look, we have a .ssh folder, which is usually inside users folder. We have your account name, and then inside it we have that SSH folder. So if you don't have that folder, like on this location, what you need to do, you need to create that folder by right clicking or clicking on this option and creating a folder. So once that folder is created, inside that folder, actually it will create this id underscore RSA file. Sometimes it creates this one as well. If it doesn't create this .public file, we will run a command and that will create this .public file as well. So let's run this command because I have already got basically SSH key, but let's create it again, a new one. So what we can do, we will hit enter, and then it asks there is already one there. So do you want to override? I will say yes. When you're creating it first time, it won't show you this message. Any passphrase, no passphrase, same passphrase, no passphrase. And now look at what it has done, because I have already created basically uh, an RSA file. But look, it has been modified now to 17. That's the current system clock time, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do, look, it has updated this .public file as well. But if it doesn't create that public file, what you need to do is run this command, another command, which is actually, let me just clear it first. Let's not clear here this command, cat command, right? So you will say cat, then you will write lambda and then slash .ssh and then give the path of your file, and then at the end don't forget here you have .pub, which is the extension of your file. Then it will create this file as well, right? And then you will go inside that file and you will copy this SSH key, which is a public key. Remember here, the key that was generated for you was actually a private key, right? Look, it has created a key here, DN4, and it is a private key. Now from that private key, we created a public key using this command, cat command. And now we will copy this public key. We will go to your GitHub account. We will go inside your account setting by clicking on that avatar link at the top. Uh, right hand side corner, click on setting. Then here you have an option SSH and CPG keys. And here you will click on new SSH key, give it a title, my first SSH key, and then you will paste your key here. I think it's not fully copied. So what we can do here, it was, um, let's make sure we're copying the right key because so many files are open. So let's open your file again. That's your file. Okay, Control A, Control C, and now we're going to your GitHub account, and here we will paste that key now, right? Okay, and now then you will click on Add SSH key, and a key would be added. Look, you can't add a key twice. You will get a message if the key already exists, same key. And look here, now if you want to see if the correct key is added, you can compare this DN4A. The key is matching to the private key that was created when you run the SSH hyphen keygen command. Look, it is matching to that. So it means this key is right. Now what we can do, we can basically go back to our environment from where we were trying to add a content to a GitHub account. So we will run this command again, and okay, now you're getting this error, right? So okay, this is also a good one. So it's we're good, we're lucky, I would say, that we got this error as well. So if that's the case, what you need to do, because if you had added SSH key earlier before started committing, you wouldn't have that error. So now, because you have that error, what you need to do, you need to basically pull your previous entries that you have made. And for that, we have a command which is git pull command. So we will use that git pull command. If we don't have it here, I think I have it here somewhere written to save time. And sometimes when we are typing, we can make some error as well. So for my video, what I do is sometimes I write these commands as well. So this is the command that we have, okay, and that we will use to pull things first, and then we will push, right? Git pull sextant master and sextant. Okay, now here the name of this the local folder that we created was sextant with these spellings, right? I will hit enter and it will pull everything from the account, right? Now, if you want, okay, now what we can do now, let's run that same command again, git master, and see what happens. Still getting the same. So what we can do, we can add it again. Let's run git pull again, uh, and then add the content again, git add star star, then say git commit, okay, and then hyphen m, and then in speech mark initial commit, okay. And then what we're going to do, we will run that push command again, this one here, right? So we're lucky, we got it right, we got it right. So our project has been pushed to a GitHub account, and if you go to your project, and you will see it has pushed it. There you go. 20. I have already pushed few things in that project. And look, 26 minutes, 6 seconds ago, we have pushed a new version of our project. So thanks for watching my video, and we'll see you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.